Hey guys, it's Rob here and welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to talk about some pretty interesting stuff. There's going to be something coming to the Nintendo Switch platform, potentially anyways, that a lot of players have been asking for and could lead to some pretty interesting things as well as other features that we have been asking for a very long time. There also seems to be a leak update for the Mario Galaxy movie, so we do have some Mario Galaxy leaks to talk about as well. And there's some other topics in the video when it comes to Nintendo news too. So the Nintendo Switch 2 has been pretty fantastic so far. There has been some trouble here and there, but overall I think I'm pretty happy with the Nintendo Switch 2. Again, I have voiced my complaints on things here and there, but overall it's been a pretty great time. Now when it comes to different things like features of the Nintendo Switch 2, some things were added, yeah, but I think we can all say that the Nintendo Switch 2 is pretty much the same when it comes to the UI, features, and overall the extra stuff on top of what we already got on the Nintendo Switch 1. But that might not be the case, so if you guys haven't heard about this yet, Go Nintendo has an article with the title of this. Nintendo patents points in-game missions, achievements, rewards, and more. Achievements unlocked. Now the interesting thing about this is specifically the rewards part. I'm pretty interested to see if this leads to other things like themes, like can you buy themes with these rewards if we will eventually get themes. But anyways, let's delve into the article. For decades now, platforms like Xbox and PlayStation have had achievements and trophies, which are extra challenges for players to tackle in-game that will earn them virtual points, scores, / trophies to represent their hard work. A handful of Nintendo games over the years have had something similar, but there's never been a system-wide feature. Now it seems Nintendo might be rethinking that. And yeah, if that's one thing that a lot of people have been saying that they have been wanting is the trophy system, I think some people don't want that. I've heard that as well, but for me personally, I would like that. I do like searching for different trophies. I've always liked getting different achievements, and even if I'm not searching for a trophy during a game, when I do get a trophy, sometimes I'm like, oh, you know, that's cool. Or there have been times where I've said like, oh, hey, I just got a trophy. But anyways, continuing. A Nintendo patent was published on September 4th, 2025, and it includes a lot of language that points to some sort of achievement-like system. As usual, Nintendo wants to take a somewhat different approach to offering as compared to the competition, but the same basic ideas are there. Players will be tasked with completing specific in-game goals that are beyond what the game itself asks, and then they will be rewarded for accomplishing them. Now the interesting thing about that is I wonder if if you do a certain thing in the game, can we get like a theme if they ever add themes later on, or like a special icon for your account. I think stuff like that would make searching for these different achievements actually worth it, because you actually do get something other than just a trophy. I think this is probably something that they would probably lock behind Nintendo Switch Online service if they ever did do something like that. But I think it would be actually pretty cool to actually get like player icons or themes, again, if they ever eventually add those, or stuff like that that are outside just a simple icon that pops up in a trophy or a score or whatever they're going to be doing with this. But anyways, continuing, it seems that Nintendo is taking a multifaceted approach to their achievement setup, as gamers will get digital. Oh wait, nope. See, haven't even funny enough, I haven't even read this article yet, and they're saying just that. So it says, as gamers will get digital rewards and points for clearing out objectives. Sometimes you'll tackle a mission and get points, while other times you'll earn something like an icon or a wallpaper. Okay, so they are planning on doing that. That's actually really cool. I feel like that's a lot better because it actually gives you a reason to search for these different things, especially like the hard trophies. If they actually give you something like really fantastic, like let's say they do themes, and the thing that you get for doing something that is very, very difficult, you get like an animated theme that has like little animations and extra sound effects. I would 100% get that trophy if that was the reward, right? Now, as far as I remember, I don't think PlayStation does this, but I think, doesn't Xbox do something similar to this? Didn't they have that like on the Xbox 360 where you were able to buy stuff for your little character that you used to make? I didn't have Xbox for too long before I switched over to PlayStation, and of course I was Nintendo since I was a kid. So someone tell me about that down in the comment section below. I don't know too much about Xbox's current trophy system and their score system. But let's continue. You'll also be able to use these points to cash in and purchase rewards. Not surprisingly, it seems like the system will only be available, again, called this earlier in the video too. Not surprisingly, it seems that the entire system will only be available to those who have Switch Online accounts, making it just one more perk for members, as well as a point of enticement for those who haven't signed up. Now, if Nintendo is going to lock this behind the Nintendo Switch Online system, I really do hope that it's gonna be basically any tier of the Nintendo Switch Online system. In fact, I think they should be doing any tier of the Nintendo Switch Online system. Not only because it would just make more sense, Nintendo Switch Online doesn't really cost too much, especially the lower tier. And of course, that's just based off of what Nintendo is likely to do and what this patent's saying that they are planning to do. If I had it my way, I would just have it free for everyone, but I don't run Nintendo, so what can you do, right? But anyways, continuing. Whether or not this achievement style system actually goes live on Switch or Switch 2 remains to be seen. And that's something to keep in mind, that this might just not even happen. It could just completely be wiped off the board and just never happen. That's something about patents that we've seen a lot, especially when it comes to big things like this, like a whole new system, or like the Nintendo DS patent. We got we got Virtual Boy at the Nintendo Direct, and we didn't get the Nintendo DS. It could still happen. I mean, they've been updating the patent multiple times, so why would you update the patent multiple times if you're just not going to do anything with it, right? That's a little weird, but I guess we'll see. And moving on to the next topic about the Mario Bros, or Mario Galaxy now, I should say, movie. So there was a leak from the Super Mario Galaxy movie that said that Bowser Jr. and Wario were going to be some of the big bads of the movie. Now, of course, that was never confirmed because it was a leak, or a rumor, whichever one you want to take it as. But now there seems to be some interesting updates on some leaks, some actual photos, and overall some pretty interesting situations. So over on Twitter, Kiri Pink Fury said this on his original tweet. People over at Reddit believe that Bowser Jr. might be in the Mario Galaxy movie because of this new toy leak. Now, we can't see it now because the media cannot be displayed. And why is that? Well, he retweeted it and said, "I got a DMCA for the alleged Bowser Jr. leak on the Mario Galaxy. It might be real, guys." So it actually might be real. Now, the interesting thing about this is supposed to be a Super Mario Galaxy movie, so I'm really curious on how exactly does that play into it. Could it be that, I don't know, which I really hope they don't explain it like this, but a lot of times people kind of see Wario as, Mario's not other half, but kind of like the opposite of him, right? An alternate universe version. And the fact that we're dealing with a Galaxy movie, it makes me wonder, okay, are they going to do some kind of multiverse thing here? Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of sick of the whole multiverse thing. I'm kind of over it by now. I would rather have them explain it as dimensions instead. I want them to say that Wario was like Mario, but just from another universe, I would rather have it just be like a different dimension and Wario is his own character. You know what I mean? Don't essentially No Way Home this, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that's going to be pretty interesting. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comment section below. Would you be excited for Bowser Jr. and Wario being the main antagonist of the movie? Of course, I think there's probably going to be like an overarching antagonist too. Of course, Bowser has to come back because it's already been confirmed, I believe anyways, I'm pretty sure I saw the news on that a lot of the people who are going to be voicing, all the characters, including Jack Black, are returning to Super Mario Galaxy from the original Super Mario movie. Well, not the original, not the 1993 one, which I still have to do a video on that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that down in the comment section below. And moving on to the next topic, Stealth40K over on Twitter has this to say: Mario Galaxy 1+2 icons are coming to Nintendo Switch Online subscribers starting September 25th. And as you can see on your screen, there is a bunch of games, or not games, I don't know why I said game. There are a bunch of icons from the games that we can see. Of course, we have Mario and Luigi, but then we also have things like Rosalina, and then different actions from Mario, like his attacks, and also different outfits like Luigi, and just overall some pretty cool things. Let me know what you guys think about these down in the comment sections below. There are the dates on here as well, if you guys want to check out the dates. So pretty interesting stuff. And moving on to the next topic, we do have some more information on the Mario Galaxy leak, at least a little more context. So over on Twitter, Minions Fanboy says this: "Oh, so now they do give a shit. But when the Old Spice and storyboard leaked, you did nothing. Oh wait, this confirms it. Bowser Jr. is indeed in the Super Mario Galaxy movie." So they are actually going after these, and when they did other things and when they posted them, they didn't do anything. So it really might confirm that Bowser Jr. and Wario are going to be in the Super Mario movie. Now, as far as Wario goes, that was something entirely different. If you guys want to check out my other videos that I did, I think it was one of the past 2 videos, then you'll be able to catch the information on that. But yeah, it should be pretty interesting. And that's it for today, guys. Let me know what you guys think about today's topics down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.